Hello everybody, Dave Johnson from the Media Relations Office here with head football coach Mike Schmidt as we preview the 2017 season. Home opener is Saturday, September 2nd against Luther College right here at Roger Herring Stadium. Coach, first of all, let's start with maybe last year. We went 5-5, started 5-0, then had some close games at the end there, but maybe what you learned from last year, or the team learned from last year under your first year leadership.
Yeah, well, I think we learned that we can beat anybody, we can lose anybody, and that's really been our message to these guys throughout fall camp, is that we're a good enough team to beat anybody on our best days, and if we don't have our best, that we're good enough to lose anybody. And so I think that's been a good learning experience for our group and a good learning experience moving into this year, and certainly for us as a coaching staff, we've learned how we got to get these guys ready to go on those good and bad days.
You've had a couple scrimmages, practice down in Dubuque, and then a scrimmage here against Loris. Maybe what you've learned from those two when you face somebody else in competition?
Yeah, well, we've had a couple really good moments in those things and some bad things. We have a lot of learning moments in those things, and I think that it's great the NCAA gave us the two scrimmages this year, and not we have one scrimmage and one joint practice, but two competitions against outside teams. And that was great learning experience. Great for our guys up front on both sides to get our O-line, our young guys up there a lot of work, and I think we saw a lot of guys grow up in that short amount of time in those practices, and it's like getting an NFL preseason, which has been really cool for our guys to really grow up on the field.
Let's start with the offensive side of the ball. Just talk about some of your returners, set some school records last year in the passing game, and just talk a little bit about the offense.
Yeah, we sure hope we can get in a rhythm like we did last year. Obviously we had Tarek had a great year. Tarek 8-year quarterback had a great year and set the school record for total yards in the season, which is at our place where we've had as many NFL guys and great players and national championships like we've had, to set a record like that's pretty cool. So Tarek will obviously be back, and then our wide receiving core, we lose Joel Oxen, who's one of the best that's ever played here at UWL, and we actually get better. I think our depth is really good here. Nick Holcomb will have a great season this year for us. Trip Soma, another senior for us at that position, will have a great year. And we've had some really nice additions, whether they're transfers or freshmen. Devontae Amos is going to be an electric freshman for us on the season. Zach Schradel, a basketball player here, all-conference basketball player for Coach Cable's basketball team, and comes out and going to be a really nice addition for us. We get Cole Speaker back this year at tight end, so him and Trent Milliken are going to be really nice players at that position. So we really have a lot of depth and a lot of weapons that we can throw to, not only to mention, not to miss out on Mike Santucci, who's back from injury, was an all-conference returner 2 years ago, had an ACL injury during fall camp last year, and is back for his playing running back. So with him, and then another injury guy that we add into it is Jalen Clark. Broke his foot last year in the ripping game, second game of the year, and he's back and healthy and looks better than ever. So excited to have all those pieces back in place.
Let's go to the defensive side. You served a defensive coordinator last year. Now you have Matt Janis coming from Platteville's defensive coordinator. Let's talk about a little bit there. I know we have Ryan Weber and Noah Rich, both from Holman, both all conference. They're going to lead that defense.
Yeah, for sure. And we got a lot of good players up front too. It's going to be a little bit of a new look for it. We get Reese Felton back, who was an all-conference player in 2015. Was out last year with an ACL. So he's back and ready to go for us this year. That's a huge addition to that group up front. And then obviously Ryan and Noah there, but we have a really talented linebacking core that we feel really good about. Had a couple transfers coming into that group, and that adds into getting Jake Krieger back, who missed the second half of the season last year to injury, and Mike Garvey, who missed the second half of the season last year to injury. So I think we feel pretty good about that. Plus we have 7 senior defensive backs, and whenever you can have that kind of experience in the secondary, you feel pretty good about what you're going to be able to do.
A little different for you this year. You're not as a coordinator. Just talk about that with the transition of not being a coordinator for the first time.
I hated that part of it, to be totally honest with you. I hate not calling plays. I hate not scripting practice on the defensive side. I love to do that more than anything. But I get to do it on special teams. And so, in terms of selfishly, it's been good, but it's been great for our program. I'm able to get around and do a lot more things at practice and really do more stuff off the field to help promote our program and help in recruiting. So that part's been good, I think. But I'll tell you, I'm itching, man, to get out and call some plays. So I can't wait for Saturday on the special teams side to go.
And talk about special teams a little bit. Ryan Cruiser comes back as a return. We have a new kicker, new punter this year.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be replacing both of those guys with a couple young guys. Bryce Wesleyan, a freshman out of New Berlin Eisenhower, is going to be kicking for us. And Michael Pacos, who's a sophomore, second year in the program from the Wisconsin Dells, he's going to be with us again and competing for that spot with those two. And then Sean Parker, actually a freshman punter out of Portland, Oregon, is going to be competing for that punting job. So, yeah, a lot of new faces on that side of the ball, but boy, they've really had a great fall camp and look good coming in the season.
Talking about the WIC, as we know, the toughest Division III conference Oshkosh wins the national championship game. Whitewater and Oshkosh are both ranked up there right now, and Platteville. You're receiving votes in the national poll. Just talk about the WIC again this year.
It's going to be as good as it's been, as it always is. I mean, last year we had 3 playoff teams. It's only the second time in the history of NCAA Division III football that we've had 3 playoff teams from any conference. It's as strong as it's ever been. It's only going to be better, but it's a year turnover. There's a lot of those teams graduated guys. We graduated guys. It's really going to be interesting to see the depth of everybody's programs and how it'll all play itself out as the season goes on. But certainly it's going to be as good as it's ever been again.
Again, the Eagles open up the 2017 season here at Roger Herring Stadium against Luther College Saturday night at 6 o'clock. Be sure to come on out. Go to uwlathletics.com for all the more information. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.